Hello, my name's Suzanne Day and I run a charity and a business for stopping domestic violence, and I'm also a healer. And today I've got a healing for competition and control of others versus cooperation with others. So I stand in the power of my soul. I see and act as the Creator does. I am the Creator. Rescue and harmonious developments for the world and all beings. I seal and protect this space with my life shield, which I activate now. I'm protected from evil eyes, evil intent, low vibrational beings, and vampire energies. And I also use the numbers 8888 for divine protection. And I now place these numbers around my auric field. This healing is done with permission from each soul before it is commenced, and all those who do not wish to take part can simply say no and they'll not receive this energy. Okay, this information is from my Genome Healing course, my Lightworkers Reiki Master course, my own personal downloads from Source, also from the book Change Almost Anything in 21 Days and the Self-Esteem Workbook. So, change almost anything in 21 days. God, the Spirit of the universe, is guiding me to harmony today. I am letting go of my need to control everything around me today. I am learning to do the footwork while God helps guide me in the right direction. I am learning to let go and let God guide me. I see my need to control as a block for me to work on myself today. I am letting it all go so that I do better in life. I feel nothing but gratitude for the way in which using this positive power can turn the itchy discomfort of defeat and self-doubt into a welcome wrap of love, care, and possibility. Okay, so control and competition are actually quite low on the conscious skull, because I had a look at that. They're actually next to, its competition is actually just above control. So it's one step above it. On the conscious scale of emotions and vibrations. And when we are acting with these, we're not acting out of love energy. Competition is just above control on the conscious skull, whereas acceptance and working together in cooperation are actually really high on the conscious scale, and they're a high vibrational activity where everyone wins. And when you use acceptance and working together, everyone wins and does well. It ends up being a win-win situation for everyone. All are heard, valued, and appreciated for the special gifts that they bring to the table for others and themselves. Because the truth is, all beings have strengths and weaknesses, and no being is perfect all of the time. And looking at another person as inadequate or less than you is actually devaluing them as a being of Mother Earth. And we need to move out of competition of others and using judgment of them. And when you minimize others' experiences and beliefs, you're doing harm to them and yourself. And what is more helpful is to move through love and to see others through the eyes of love for where they are in their life's journey and their story. And when we find ourselves being judgmental or devaluing another being, we need to ask ourselves some important questions. Like, why do I need to compete with this person? And what is it that is lacking or needing healing in me that I cannot see this person through love energy? And why is it hard to love this person for who they are and what they bring to the world? And why can I not feel grateful to them and me for what they are and what they do? And different contributions are not better or worse, they're just different. That's all. Everyone brings something to the table that has value to someone somewhere. There is no need to feel inadequate in ourselves. We just need to go inside our heart space to connect with the gifts that we hold for the world and see and value them. When you find yourself comparing yourself to others, you need to ask these important questions. What problem in your life are you trying to solve by using competition with another being? And think of some productive ways that you could heal or work on this issue so that you can do better next time, as we're all work in progress and we're all doing the best that we can. And what healthy ways could you solve this problem for yourself? Be creative and find a way to solve it. And find some action steps that you can do so you work on doing better next time that you're in the same situation. And here's a process I found to work on, and this is from the Self-Esteem Workbook, and this book is from Glenn R. Schroeder, PhD. Even though I don't have that skill or ability, I am still a worthwhile person and I can bring others information and knowledge or help to the table for them. So get yourself a pen and paper. Make a list of all your skills, your abilities, your gifts to the world so that you can see how really valuable you really are. And these could include knowledge about different topics, wisdom, personal experiences you've learnt from, courses, podcasts, books you've read. By doing this little exercise, you will see that you really are very talented with lots of knowledge and skills that are available to you. And with this in mind, there's no need to compete with anyone ever again, because we're all learning more as we go and we're all getting better and better. And really, the only person you need to compete with is yourself, and to be better than you were yesterday. So remember to acknowledge what good you do bring to the world, to be honest, truthful about this. And really, we're all infinite and all continually growing emotionally, mentally, and psychologically in our own life. And we all have our own way to shine bright in the world. And what a great thing that is. And we need to learn that we all complement each other in beautiful, loving ways. We're really all just diamonds shining bright in the world for others to see. And there's no need to be like another person, because what a dull, boring world that would be if that was the case. And we need to take an inventory of our skills and see how valuable we really are for ourselves and others that are around us. And here's another process I found to help, called corrective experiences. And it's also from the Self-Esteem Workbook. So 1, make a list of all your friends, family and loved ones. All these people who you feel loved by. 2, find a place to sit quietly and safely where you cannot be disturbed. 3, take 2 deep breaths and say in your mind's eye, relax, and then breathe out. Now, imagine yourself as an infant surrounded by loving people. As a young child and infant, you needed to hear the words in this process. Now imagine all the loving people, friends, family and work colleagues on your list saying the following words to you. We are glad you are here. We welcome you to the world. We welcome you to your home and family. We're glad you're a female or a male. You are so beautiful just as you are. We want to be near you, to hold and to love you. You will feel joy, laughter, sadness, pain, anger and worry. And these feelings are all okay for you to feel. We are all here for you. We will give you all the time you need to get all of your needs met so that you feel completely loved. We will still love you even if you wander away and separate from us. And it's important for you to explore and experiment in your life, and we will not leave you ever. Now imagine in your mind's eye all of these people saying these beautiful words to you, cradling you, loving you, and gently gazing upon you with eyes of love as you respond to these feelings that are being told to you. Okay, so here's another great exercise to use from the Self-Esteem Workbook for a group of people, and this is called the Circle of Different Gifts. So sit in a circle with 6 or 10 people who can do this. Each person has a pen and paper. Each person writes his or her own name on the top of the sheet of paper. Now, when the signal pass is given, all the people pass the paper to the person sitting to their right. The person who receives the paper proceeds to write down 3 things that he or she appreciates about the person whose name is on the top of the paper. These can be qualities, strengths, attributes, contributions. The comments are scattered on the sheet of paper so that no one will know who wrote what. When everyone has completed writing something down for the person in the group, the signal is given, ready. This exercise is done until all the people have written on a piece of paper. Then all return each piece of paper back to the person whose name is at the top of the paper. Now each person in this group takes a turn to read their piece of paper and what is written on there. As the paper is read for each person in the group, it's very important for that person to really take into their being and their heart what is being said about them, to acknowledge and thank all beings who wrote about that person. And it's really important they do not discredit what's been written. For any compliments, you need to take them on board, to own them completely so they integrate into your heart space. And that's the end of that process. Now, the positive affirmation, I'm better than I thought I was, and I did not know I held so much goodness inside of me, and that's by Walt Whitman. And here's a compassion exercise from my Genome Healing course. Write a list of 5 people or groups of people that you're angry or resentful of. Now give yourself a number of the intensity of your anger, focusing on one person at a time. Hold your attention on the person and repeat to yourself, number 1, just like me, this person is seeking some happiness for their life. Number 2, just like me, this person is trying to avoid suffering in their life. Number 3, just like me, this person has known sadness, loneliness, and despair. Number 4, just like me, this person is seeking to fulfill their needs. And number 5, just like me, this person is learning about life. Okay, and that's the end of that process. And you might need to do that process a few times to really get results, but that's okay. It'll get better every time you do it. And now we're going to use the Reiki symbol, Si He Ki, which should be on here. Yeah, here it is. So this is the Reiki symbol that we're going to use. And I place this symbol over all beings in this healing. And this symbol will assist with consciousness. Every thought that one consciously thinks makes an impression on the subconscious mind that will be expressed as action according to the strength and desire contained within the thought. Negative experiences frequently condition our attitude to life and our behavior. And this kind of unconscious programming makes us attract the same distressful experiences over and over again. So it's like a circuit. And this is often very difficult to free ourselves of such ingrained patterns of behaviour, even when we know the causes. With the use of the Sihi Ki symbol, it's possible to come into contact with the innermost being of a person and to change his or her inner program in such a way that the misguided energy will be transformed and set free. Okay. And the spiritual number I'm going to use today is self-love, and it's 157914. That's 157914. And I'm also going to use harmony with friends and family, which is 8144189119. That's 8144189119, 8144189119. And I'll place these numbers over all beings in this healing now. Okay, and now I will cut all cords that I've shared in this healing group, and I'm going to use my hands to cut all the energetic cords. Also, all ancestral lineage that has been attached on all timelines. And I see everyone having all their roots ground deeply into Mother Earth with their feet chakras, which I see are open. And I'm going to bring the earth energy up through all roots and fill all entire bodies to 1 meter above all their heads. And I see us all now perfectly balanced in spirit, heaven, matter and earth, and all that is within and around us is now transformed back into the light that's shining bright down on us. And thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. And if you like this video, you can push the like button and you can also subscribe to our page. Thank you.